Starting the FeckHallBahn Fleet Focus, we begin with Frau Doyle. Frau Doyle is a Timpdon railcar with a driving trailer attached, which is an Accucraft Isle of Man coach. Frau Doyle is my first 16mm scale unit that I bought for the FeckHallBahn. Is four-wheel drive on the front bogie, no driving on the back bogie, and is fitted with G-scale flange wheels throughout to cope with my G-scale track work. Although numbered 1 in the fleet numbering system, Frau Doyle is actually my third unit that I bought for the FeckHallBahn. She marks the point at which I moved over from live track to dead track and decided that 16mm scale at 1/19 was somewhat more satisfying than G-scale at 1/22.5. Pulling into platform 1 at Hornundtrompetebahnhof, Frau Doyle passes a freight train heading in the opposite direction. This is a mixture of scales including G, 16mm and gauge 1, which is standard gauge on 45mm tracks. You may have noticed that the destination blind said Kirchbaum im Wald. Here we see Frau Doyle approaching the signal that controls the junction. The lower arm is set to clear, which means that the branch line is about to be taken. That is the Kirchbaum im Wald branch. The train stops to be given instructions by Albrecht, the signaller here. There is a signal shortly, which locos are supposed to stop at, or trains rather, are supposed to stop at, and obtain instructions to go further. But those instructions have already been given at the Rassenmeer Überfahrt Haltpunkt by Albrecht, so the train can carry on into Kirchbaum im Wald without hindrance. With lamps swapped over and destination blinds changed, Frau Doyle and the driving trailer head back towards Hornundtrompetebahnhof. At Hornundtrompetebahnhof, Small is doing some shunting. I'm quite sure that Frau Doyle's crew are going to be massively irritated at this point. Small is fetching out the milk train with its empty and clean churns into platform 1. When Frau Doyle's crew see this, they will realise that they're being expected once again to do some freight work. I don't like this, but that's tough. They're all employees and they'll do what they're told. Well, they might do what they're told if they feel like it. Small is the first loco I actually built for the FeckHallBahn myself. She's from a Phil Sharple's kit and I've made her into a four-wheel drive unit. More about Small in her own episode. Suffice it to say here that her driver, Ernst, keeps her in immaculate condition, and she's a credit to the entire fleet. Ernst, even in Teisley style, keeps the coupling chains polished to brightness. It's a surprise we can't hear Emmanuel Rio moaning when he sees the freight waiting for them in the loop. Emmanuel can usually be found driving Polly, but today he's on with Frau Doyle. A cameo appearance here from number 2 Judy. She will be the subject of the next episode of Fleet Focus. Lamps and destination blinds changed over, Frau Doyle is once again on her way to Kirschbaum im Wald, the terminus of the line on the branch. As there are no passengers for Rassenmeer-Überfahrt Haltpunkt and none to pick up there, Frau Doyle can go straight through, which is quite an unusual sight. Pausing at the signal protecting Kirschbaum im Wald Bahnhof, Frau Doyle's driver obtains instructions to proceed into the station itself. It's a double stop here, firstly to allow passengers to embark and disembark, and then the train pulls forward to allow the churns to be moved onto their stand on the platform here. Coming off the branch at Rassenmeer-Überfahrt Haltpunkt, and then going forward on the main line, the train changes direction, lamps are switched over, and now the destination blind reads Nibelung A. As Frau Doyle heads up Vogelscheiss incline, Small at Tiefshorn on the siding here proceeds into Hornundtrompetebahnhof to do some shunting once this train has arrived. The milk wagons are detached, and Frau Doyle continues on her way on the Nibelung Line, anti-clockwise, hence Nibelung A, while Small comes out of the head shunt here and shunts the milk train into its overnight parking space in the other head shunt here at Hornundtrompetebahnhof. The next episode of Fleet Focus will be on number 2, Judy. Thanks for watching.